Hello and welcome to my workshop. So today we're going to take all these components, brass rod, the wheels, axles, leaf springs, big giant sheet of aluminum, and we're going to make another camper. It's not going to be a teardrop this time, it's going to be a retro camper, just like this one right here. So let's get started. Okay, so I've made some pretty good progress, but I'm pretty much bouncing all over the place. So I wanted to take a break to stop and kind of catch up with what we're doing here. So we'll start. The last thing I did was the rails. This will be, obviously either side of the rails, and there'll be cross pieces to connect. So what I'll do is I'll have a little piece, hopefully that I can find, that'll slip in here, and then I'll just, take another piece that slip over the other side. Solder those all together, and then it'll be just as strong as it was. Wheels, I have these taped up, and I'm going to paint the part that's not taped up, and we'll get into the color that I'm going to use later. But so essentially I just got these ready to be painted. And then finally the axles. So I cut off like the little tang on the end of this where it would slip into the center drive. What I'll end up doing is getting a split pin. Now this isn't the right size, but it's the same concept. So it's just a roll pin that's got a split down the side. One side will slip halfway on, the other side will slip halfway on. I'll make sure that they're good and straight, and then I'll put some silver solder on, and that split allows that silver solder easily to flow down all the way and fill up all the gaps. And this will be, this will be super strong. Anyway, let's continue on. Okay, made quite a bit of good progress here. The one side of the camper is complete. This, as I mentioned, it's a lot bigger than the teardrop I worked on before. It's going to be a retro camper. There's still going to be a lot more detail to go on. As you can see, the door, window. The one detail that you can see kind of sneaking out here is the wheel. And so the person that wants this camper built wanted a retro pink and white camper. So that's what she gets. It's just a mock-up right now, but you can see, underneath we have the leaf springs, and I still have to work on getting the actual axle built. But all in all, making a lot of progress, and just need to keep plugging away. Okay, so making very good progress on the camper. I have all the outside details complete, including door, the windows, little fake compartments all the way around. Cut in some grooves along the outside to give it the effect of kind of a panel piece. The top magnets on. And I've painted the interior white, which is complete. I did a coat on the outside, but in trying to get the top correct, ended up getting some runs here and there. But I needed to still finish up on the outside anyway, so that's not a problem. Just sand those out. Mask off the windows once I'm done. Mask off the top, then I can focus on getting the outside done correctly. And so the roof panel just drops into place. It has some magnets in the corners and a little overlapping piece of the seam to, kind of hide where that gap is. It allows you to be able to get into the interior if you'd like, add whatever you want to, kind of really detail out the interior. Anyway, let's continue on with this. All right, so all finished up with the camper and extremely happy with how it turned out. A lot of good detail, the striping, the paint, and everything just turned out really great. It's got the functioning door to go inside, all the window glass in, tail lights, which mirror what the real one look like. Just a couple of little pieces on the side to represent hookups and things that you might have at a campsite, and along the front, just a simple tongue and trailer hitch. The top pops off, held on with magnets, and when you look inside, it has pretty simple on the inside. It's just painted white, but the I did put kind of a carpeting, if you want to think of it that way. It's a 1mm foam, and I did that in a border pattern with the pink and the gray. So yeah, very happy with how this turned out. Excited about the getting on to the next project. Until then, we'll see you on the rocks.